So you may have heard the question or the riddle. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I think the big duck, right? Because, doesn't have arms, right? That's my logic. But it's just has little wings that can flap at you. It might be a little scary. That's about it, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to dive into that so much, but I wanted to talk about this dude who went to visit Singapore. And he just went to this walk in a botanical garden, and he encountered 20 otters. Now,
wow.
Now otters are small, yeah?
Yeah, they're not super huge.
Yeah, but this gang of 20 otters ended up attacking him.
Oh, no.
Bit him 26 times in like 10 seconds. Just full on like piranha just went and got him.
Oh, my gosh.
And
that's insane.
Like, it is totally insane. This, apparently, his friend was there. And if the friend hadn't distracted the otters, like he said, he would have died.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So this dude is lucky to have survived a otter attack of 20 otters.
Dang. That is, you know what? Next time you're going to go exploring, maybe we check out the wildlife in the area.
Like, yeah, but like, who's sitting there? Who's sitting there thinking, okay, you come across 20 otters. They're all small. You're like, okay, whatever. They're otters. Like, I could take those otters.
But you know what? I have learned from watching Zootopia when Emmett Otterton went nuts in the back of the limo, right? There was a whole mystery around Emmett Otterton, and he was pretty fierce.
Makes me think, like, what other small things could I possibly take? Like, could a grown adult, could I take on 100, duck-sized horses? I just kick them.
Are we talking about small animals that we could beat up?
Maybe.
I don't know if this is a healthy conversation in this moment.
I mean, I feel like I could just kick them,
Okay, well, hopefully you won't have to. This is a cautionary tale, though, that if you encounter a ton of otters, that they can be mean.
How many third graders do you think you could take?
What is the matter with you? What is the matter with you? I can hear it now. Did you hear what that radio show is talking about? They were talking about fighting third graders. What's the matter with those people? I don't think this is a healthy conversation. This is not going to go well for us.
Well, think of it. Like, if you've got a third grader, size them up. Could you take, like, that third grader and maybe a couple of their friends? No weapons or anything.
No,
just
you run away.
All right, so your fight or flight is
yes,
flight.
I am running away, as you should too if you're encountering a group of third graders who happen to be angry.
A gang of angry third graders, you're running away.
You offer them candy and say, let's be friends, and you run away.
No, like, if you had to choose fight.
We're not kicking anybody. We're running away. That's what I'm choosing.
I mean,
you always have a chance to run away.
All right, what if are you a third grade teacher? Like, maybe you size up the third graders and...
I don't understand how this story of otters attacking this dude has gotten here. I don't understand that. I don't understand the journey of how we got here.
I'm thinking, I'm about 5'10". I weigh about 170 pounds. I could probably take a half a dozen.
Listen, can we just acknowledge that third graders are different than otters? Can we make that distinction?
How tall are third graders? Like, I have
seriously.
Like, are they like 3 feet something? Are they 4 feet?
I don't understand. What is your beef with third graders?
I don't have a beef with third graders. I was just thinking of small things, and third graders popped into my mind.
Listen, let's just live in the land of these otters. We're aggressive. That was news to both of us, and that's a cautionary tale. I don't think that we need to start giving a laundry list of smaller things than us that we think that we can beat in bulk.
So what I'm hearing from you, Kelly, is that you would fall prey to a gang of third graders.
I'm running away.
They're fast. They could probably catch you.
I'm running. I'm going to go down running. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going down running. I'm not fighting back. I would be like, hey, don't do that. Why are we angry? Listen, I'm not going to mess up your area.
I'm not saying we're angry. I'm saying we're defending ourselves.
Well, if they're biting you, they're angry. So I would just try to talk some reason and say, what's our beef? What
teacher
exactly,
friend.
Are you angry? I'm in your area. You need to post signs if that's the case. Like, this is
you don't have time to post
area,
signs.
You
No.
walk through here. That's what I would say.
Our teacher friend, Mr. Ice, he texts us and is like, hey, welcome to education. It's our thought every day, but they can take us. Trust me.
Yes, I completely 1,000% agree with that. Like,
oh my gosh. Another text from a listener listening to you while I'm taking my kids to school. My third grader daughter says, I can take Ben. She's a wrestler. I'm thinking I could probably take a half a dozen. I'm thinking 6. 6 is probably my limit. If there's a 7 in the gang of third,
5, maybe 5.
Yeah, I'm thinking 6. But if there's a 7th in the gang of third graders, if they get their friend, in the lunchroom to gang up, I'm thinking 7 could probably take me down.
See, and then I'll be rolling in, being like, guys, why are we fighting? Let's be nice to each other. Don't be mean.
But Kelly,
while you're kicking third graders.
But Kelly, if you and I both teamed up, I think I could take that.
No,
7.
I'm not taking. No.
Yeah, you know what? Bethany says, you ever try to restrain one child having a tantrum? Yes, and it's tough, but I don't think I'm getting that close to him. I think I'm using ninja kicks.
Ninja kicks?
Yeah.
On the toddler tantrum. Wait a second. So toddlers are different than third graders, right? So now are we backing down to toddlers? Because toddlers
I'm thinking
are scary. When they're upset, there is kind of no talking them off that ledge. And if you got like half a dozen toddlers that are throwing a tantrum right now, that's the end of me. I'm thinking
6 third graders, but I'm thinking if we back it down a couple grades, like kindergartners or preschool, I could probably take 7 or 8.
Really?
Yeah.
What about angry toddlers? Throwing the most epic tantrum you've ever seen.
All I'd have to do,
because mom cut the sandwich wrong.
It doesn't matter. All I have to do is push them down, and they just cry and just lay there. So
really, okay. So you're fine with that. Toddlers, no problem. Again, we started with otters. This was an otter attack. Listen, that's where we started.
All I know is I'm going to get beat up at recess today by some third graders. That's all I know. Text from a listener as somebody who works at a daycare. I can assure you, Ben, you may think you can take them, but you cannot. I was once optimistic like you. Then I got my world rocked on day 1.
Oh, day 1. Yeah. Day 1 is all it took. Yeah, no, I believe that.
Taylor says, I'm right there with you, Ben. Think about that stuff all the time. I think I could take 5.
5. Okay. All right. All right. Maybe we just gotta put ourselves in those situations. Now listen, my heart goes out to the daycare people because that's jungle right there. I mean, you just don't know if you're going to walk out of there and survive. I've seen it. I had 2 in daycare for many years, and they were amazing.
Another text from a listener. So I have a first grader and a fourth grader, both boys. I needed this today. They truly are sizing up how many they could take on. Let's just say they're afraid of the girls in their class. Listen, this is something that we have to think about, No,
listen, this again, the origin of this conversation was this dude got attacked by a bunch of otters. We were talking about otters and then somehow translated to third graders.
It's all good.
And I'm uncomfortable.
It's all good. Just random thoughts, of course, hypothetically speaking. And if any school districts are within the sound of my voice, we would still love to read to your kids. We've done it many a times.
Send your complaints to Ben Davis.
However, just know that in the back of my mind, I'm thinking if they all band together and try an angry rampage on me, I'm going to size up how many of them I can take before I have to tap out.